Hello Aquarius, so I'm doing your weekly tarot for June the 20th to the 27th. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We're looking at what's going on in your blind spot, figuring out what it is that's working for you at this time. And of course, we're seeing how it is likely going to play out, okay? Right. Oh, okay, Aquarius, you've got Dark Night of the Soul, and it says life brings new meaning, a healing crisis. It is always darkest right before the dawn, okay? So your situation, you could be feeling like something is either pointless or hopeless, okay? Especially with this, because Dark Night of the Soul, it's literally where everything that you once believed was real and true, including aspects of yourself. It feels like it's been ripped away, torn away, okay? Without any sort of warning, it just happened. And then having to recover and rebuild from that, okay? Becoming someone new, becoming someone different, a healing crisis. Now, a healing crisis can also happen when you have been surrounded by a heck of a lot of bullshit, right? Especially within the spiritual community. And we all know it goes on, right? I've been speaking about this for years and years and years. Often I feel like no one listens, but there we go. Taking bad advice from people who are presenting themselves in such a way like they know better, and then they actually do far more harm than good, okay? So when you're having a bit of a healing crisis, it can be tempting to, you know, yes, obviously learn and watch everything that you can, right? But discernment tends to go out of the window. Okay, especially if coming from a place of desperation, right? So be careful of falling into that trap, Aquarius, because it's definitely going to do you a lot more harm than it will good. People out there making out like you have to be 100% healed before I don't know, but before you can ascend spiritually, before you can be successful, before you can do this, before you can do that, before you can be happy, no. You got to be 100% healed, right? I'm sorry, fucking what? Well, like, what does that mean? What does that look like? It doesn't exist. There is no such thing as being 100% healed, right? We can only be better than what we were yesterday, better than what we were last week, last year, whatever. 100% healed? What? So be really, really careful of information like that that's floating out there. Literally, I mean, we all know why they do it as well, okay? It's to hold people back. It's to force people to buy their courses, whatever it is that they're selling, okay? That's what it's all about. Let's be real. So if they can get you, Aquarius, to feel like you have failed in your own healing journey, do you know what I mean? You can see where that's going. So I'm not going to put too much of a fine point on it, Aquarius, because like I said, I've been speaking about that sort of thing for very many years, and honestly, I don't feel like it gets anywhere. So I'm going to leave it there for that one, okay? However you feel is the best way to approach your own personal healing journey. You have to trust that your higher self knows better, okay? And you definitely do know far better than what a total stranger out there knows, okay? They don't know what's best for you, Aquarius. You do. And then you've got Rainbow Body, and it says transcending conscious limitations, finding solutions rather than creating new problems. So finding solutions rather than creating new problems. with the mention of the chakras, now here's the deal. You don't have to subscribe or believe to the chakra systems, okay, to work on the chakras. You really don't. If you feel it more beneficial for you to take like the more sort of psychology approach to them, that might work out better for you, okay? The point being, you have to feel safe and secure within your own body and within your own mind, right? When you're out of sync, when you're out of alignment, it's going to make things more difficult for yourself. And when you're listening to the bullshit advice that is out there, of which there is a lot of it, again, be conscious of how that's actually going to hold you back. The whole point is, Aquarius, you have to find what it is that works specifically for you, because what's going to work for one person is not going to work for everyone, okay? Healing journeys is not a one-size-fits-all. And I'm sick and tired of the bullshit out there that makes out like there is a one size that fits all, and like they've got the magical answer and no one else has got the answer, so you have to do whatever they say. Do you know what I mean? You see how corrupt that is, Aquarius? Yeah, Ace of Wands, get creative. This week, Aquarius, get creative. Because like I said, you're not going to know what works for you until you try lots of things. Until you find that one thing that is going to work for you. Okay? The Tower. Yeah, look, the Tower with the Two of Swords. There it is. That feels like being stuck in purgatory. That's what that is. Stuck, feeling like you're stuck in purgatory. Never getting anywhere. Well, that's why. Because you need to find what it is that works for you with this healing journey of yours. Can you tell us more about this Tower for Aquarius, please? I feel that this Tower moment's already happened. I feel that it's showing out in this position, Aquarius, because this is a situation that is still lingering. That's what I feel this is about. The Page of Pentacles. Being the student. The Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah. I'm feeling that there's a bit of weakness that's coming through with that Seven of Wands reversed and the Two of Wands off balance. That is temporary. Okay, that's temporary energy, Aquarius. So at the moment, you're temporarily feeling like you're just directionless, drifting. Okay, that's not going to last forever, Aquarius. Guaranteed. Energy signature, the past is in the present. There it is. I said that, didn't I, with the Tower? A situation, the Tower has already happened. The situation is lingering. This is catalytic energy. The past is in the present. It says, expose what has been hidden, and everything is energy and a sense of deja vu, right? The sense of history repeating itself or something repeating itself. Purgatory. Purgatory. What is this past energy that is in Aquarius's current energy? And why is it the catalyst? The Hangman reversed. Someone feels hard done to. Very hard done to. The Lovers. Could be a current partner, could be a recent past partner. The Three of Wands. Someone is unable to move on because they're feeling like a victim. Three of Wands. So, hold on. Let me ask first. Why is this person feeling like a victim? I don't think that that's you, Aquarius. I really don't. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So their comfort zone is feeling like a victim? or that's how they feel that they can retain a semblance of control in their own lives, is when they are playing the victim card. And then you've got the Seven of Cups. Yeah. Honestly, they can't make sense of it themselves. It feels like a habit at this point, Aquarius. Right, but why? Why is that past energy? Can we have a look at the past energy that's currently in Aquarius's energy at this time? The Seven of Cups again, with a Queen of Wands off balance, a past person. A past person. Someone's trying to punish you, Aquarius, because of who you used to deal with in the past. They're trying to punish you. They're constantly bringing up the past. And it's keeping that Tower energy in your present day. So you're unable to move beyond that. You're unable to heal beyond that because it keeps getting thrown up. Spirit, can you tell us more about that Queen of Pentacles energy? Because I'm under the impression that this person's trying to punish Aquarius. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. That's a mistake. That is a mistake. That is literally a waste of time. They're wasting their own time. They're wasting your time. There's a lot of disrespect here. Tell us more. Why are they bringing up the past? You got Death and the Star. Yep, Death and the Star. So Aquarius, this is catalytic energy, right? You're showing up as a catalyst in your own energy, which is good because it tells me that you can, like, that there are still things that you can do about this. Okay, standing up for yourself for one. Refusing to engage in this person playing the victim card, dragging up the past and all the rest of it, right? You can change this. You absolutely can. Death with the Star. In your blind spot is Heart Compass. Manifesting love, prosperity and happiness in all areas of your life. That's what you don't see coming, Aquarius. So tackle this, right? Tackle this and you will find that you're able to manifest what it is that you need in your life at this time, which apparently is love, prosperity and happiness in all areas of your life. Can you tell us more about Heart Compass in Aquarius's blind spot, please? It's like something or someone has never has never left your head or your heart or your thought process. They've never left your energy. Take it as it resonates. Okay, Four of Swords and the Hierophant. In your blind spot, you have to really consider what it is that you're committed to or who it is that you're committed to. Because I tell you, Aquarius, if you're committed to this Queen of Pentacles type individual that's currently playing the victim and dragging up your past every 5 minutes, is that really a healthy situation that you're wanting to be committed to? The answer is going to be no, because it's not in alignment with your heart, and you already know that because we've already got the Heart Compass with the Four of Swords. Okay, the evidence isn't stacking up here, i.e. you're doing one thing, the evidence is stacking up in the opposite direction. And it's almost like Spirit saying, Aquarius, why are you not following the evidence? Your heart, your feelings, that is the evidence that you're needing to follow here. Can you tell us more about Aquarius's Heart Compass, please? Yeah. Okay, Judgment off balance and the Six of Swords in the upright position. That's saying, Aquarius, you already know what time it is. You already know what's up here. You already know. Knowing it and then fully admitting it to yourself are two entirely different things. Okay, tell us more about Aquarius successfully manifesting love. Eight of Wands. The sooner you get started, the sooner you're going to have success, Aquarius, when it comes down to manifesting love. True love. A real commitment. Not ownership, but a real commitment. Okay? What's working for you is soul tribe. There it is. As you progress and change, so too does your soul tribe. Yep, be open to new relationships, okay, Aquarius? So, as you progress in your healing journey, and this read is literally about the healing crisis and how someone's keeping you stuck. Why are they keeping you stuck? Because they're chucking something in your face so that they can be the victim. As soon as you deal with that, cut that off and say, right, that's not appropriate, it's not acceptable. You have to put your foot down with that, Aquarius, because that's not on. Okay, as soon as you do that, you will find that your energy will change. You would have heard about, like, keep your vibe high. Okay, you're no longer going to be a vibrational match for that kind of bullshit. And you will find that certain people just fall away from you, okay? Like, they literally just will fall away from you. Your social circle's changing up, right? Your opinions are changing up. This is beautiful energy, Aquarius. The Page of Cups. It's very loving energy. It's very helpful. Okay, I'm also hearing charisma. So there is you putting to good use your ability to be able, like, to talk to anyone. Okay, because you've got charisma. Queen of Swords, not putting up with anyone's bullshit anymore. Not making any apologies for that either. Okay. That's really, really what's going to work for you. You've got creative spark here for how this is likely going to play out. And it literally says, explore your creativity. Now, you've already had that message there, Aquarius, about the importance of finding what works specifically for you. Okay? Creative spark. I feel that this is opening up the door to a brand new beginning for you. Yeah, the Emperor. You taking charge of the situation. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, right? Emperor energy belongs to everyone. The Court cards are literally parts of our own personalities that we can use at any given time. Okay? This is creation, like the Empress, but it's a different type of creation from the Empress, because this is very firm. This is very, it's all to do with the state of doing over and above the state of being. The being would be the Empress, but this being the Emperor, it's the state of doing. Okay, Aquarius, this is saying, listen, Aquarius, there is hard work ahead. It's definitely worth it, though, because look at what you're obtaining through the hard work that you're putting in, through you standing up for yourself, through you taking charge, through you refusing to be someone's doormat, or through you refusing to be a pushover, right? You no longer giving someone permission to take advantage of you, or no longer giving them permission to keep manipulating you, okay? Making you feel bad for shit that you cannot change because it's in the past. Nobody can go back and change the past. It doesn't work that way, right? So I feel with this one that you're not just taking... Here's what they're saying, right? I got cut off there. Here's what they're saying. Someone tried to throw you to the wolves and you came back. Look at that. Leading the fucking pack. Okay, with the Emperor and the Three of Cups. That's what that is. Can you tell us more about the likely outcome? Yeah, look. Look. Eight of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Page of Wands. That's you, literally. Sounds cheesy. I don't give a shit. That's you literally following your heart. Okay. Because we're still clarifying this creative spark, your most likely outcome. You're refusing to partake in anything that renders you feeling powerless. Okay. See with that red? You're literally taking back your power and you're following your heart. And this combination is saying, Aquarius, you're going to be very pleasantly surprised exactly to where that leads you. Because creative spark, look, you've got all the elements here that you need. The creative spark, the Ace of Wands, right? Which is the creative spark. What it is that inspires you, what it is that gets that fire in your soul burning, okay? And then, of course, the beginning stages of you putting that into action, right? Maybe you're very passionate about something, okay? Maybe you're passionate about a certain skill that you have and feeling like you're just constantly getting bullied, and now it's getting to the point where you're just literally telling everyone, look, just fuck off and leave me alone. And then at that point, you can freely indulge in what it is that really that you enjoy doing without any worry of having to deal with someone else's judgments and criticisms, right? Or this could be, you know, maybe there is still a spark that you carry for another person or them towards you, okay? And then following your heart and seeing where that takes you and then being pleasantly surprised. This is the initial steps that does take courage. It does take a sense of adventure. It is a little bit risky, okay? But guess what? Page of Wands type person has no issue with taking the necessary risks. This is literally saying, you know what? I don't know exactly how this is going to end up, but guess what? I'm going to give it my best shot and I'm going to be happy with that. And because I'm going to give it my best shot, no matter what happens, I am going to be happy with the results because I know that I gave it my all and I gave it my best. Okay. So, yeah. Really beautiful energies there, Aquarius. Strongest overall message for the week is the Hermit. Okay. Here's the deal with the Hermit, and you've got the Four of Wands under there, which is strong foundations, 11-11, soulmate energy, twin flames, okay? If this is like a twin flame type situation, which for some it could be, obviously not everybody does believe in that, so that's absolutely fine, okay? It's going to be more to do with a celebration and the firm foundations for a beautiful future, okay? I was going to say with the Hermit, do keep in mind, in the Hermit's lamp is not a light. Not a very good example in this deck, because this is not a traditional deck. This is based off of one of the traditional ones. The traditional Rider-Waite, okay. The Hermit does not have a light in their lamp. It has a star in their lamp, okay. And when you keep in mind, Aquarius, that your major arcana is literally the star card, you've already found the light. Like, this is literally saying, you already know what time this is. You already know what's up. You already know that you were the one that you needed all along. Okay, again, it sounds cheesy, but honestly, I don't care. I just want the message to get out, all right? I cannot pick and choose what messages come out of tarot. My job is literally pass on the messages that are coming through. And you know what? If it's received as something that is cheesy or whatever, then so be it. Okay. Literally, Spirit's telling you, like, you've been looking for something this whole time, Aquarius. And again, you didn't realize that actually what you were looking for was yourself. Do you know what I mean? Once that realization hits, you will find that, see, with this dark night of the soul, you will find that the way forward becomes a lot clearer. A lot clearer, because at the moment, with this being your first card out, everything's foggy and hazy, and it's like you don't really know if you're coming or if you're going. When that realization hits that you have been what you have been looking for all along, you'll be like, oh, fucking hell. Okay, now I am going to make a concerted effort to go and do this and that and the next, all these things that I have not been given myself permission to do. Guess what? I'm gonna make a start on them all. I'm gonna make a start on them all. I'm gonna do it this week. Okay, it's like a new outlook on life, a new sense of hope. Okay, which I feel is what you have been needing this whole time, Aquarius. You've been needing hope, genuine hope, not false hope, genuine hope. And a genuine direction. Can you have a healing message for Aquarius, please? Oh, okay, a little bit of resistance. I feel like you're, the progress that you've been making on yourself is a direct threat to someone else there, Aquarius. I feel like they are going to put up a bit of a resistance, okay? Animal Soul Guardians, number 26. Let's take a look. It's this way. Okay. So, apparently, Aquarius, your healing journey involves animals in some capacity. So, you might find that when you're surrounded by either lots of animals or like a special animal to you, that provides you with a lot of time for you to think, so that you can work stuff out, right? You just feel super comfortable either around animals in general, or maybe you've got a pet yourself. Do you know what I mean? Consider spending more time with that pet, because it's going to help both of you, okay? There are loving animal spirit guardians that support the human soul in its awakening and healing journey. Such animal guardians can remain in the spirit world or incarnate as beloved pets or wild animals that find their way into your world for a time. So pay close attention, Aquarius, to the animals that cross your path at this time, because they are answers for you, okay? They are guardians for you. Your spirit animal guardians can help you to remember what is important at this time if you tune into your heart and listen for their guidance. If you have felt connected to a particular animal recently, you are encouraged to reflect on what message they may have for you. If you have recently lost an animal companion or have been concerned with the well-being of animals in general, then let your heart receive comfort. Archangel Gabriel is always watching over and caring for the souls of all creatures. Let your heart expand and radiate love and care for all animals, including those who have left their bodies to continue their journey spiritually. Those about to incarnate and those in challenging circumstances. Okay. See, feel, imagine, and intend that the powerful divine love of Archangel Gabriel is touching, supporting, healing, and nourishing all animals from within. Let your heart grow peacefully with this beauty and blessing. Okay. So, yeah, something here to do with spirit animal guardians. Either you're about to have them cross your path, or this journey of yours is about to, you know, this healing journey of yours is about to take you on a bit of an interesting journey, again, Aquarius, that might lead you towards working with animals or anything like that, okay? There's a bit of a strange one. And I have to say, Aquarius, that message doesn't typically come out very often either. So you did get one of the rare cards there. Right, so what else for Aquarius? Okay, sometimes shit hits the fan and you think that your world is spinning out of control, but eventually you need to turn off the fan so the shit won't fly around anymore. Yeah, you've got far more control in this situation than what you've given yourself credit for. Okay, and oh shit is a phrase that is used simultaneously for the good shit and the bad shit. So the next time you say oh shit, think of only the good shit that is happening to you. Everything's about perspective, is it not? And with all the piles of dirt, garbage and shit you have been handed to in your life, you can grow a field of tulips. So something very beautiful, healing and beneficial can come out of what is otherwise a very awful, dark situation here, Aquarius, okay? But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very, very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.